Hello, this is Michael Chaves, director of The Curse of La Llorona. All right, in this scene, we have Chris, who's played by Roman Christou. He is snuck out of his mom's car, and he's walked over to this crime scene. And while he's there, he's seeing this tragic scene, and from behind him, he hears a woman crying. And, the cry is one of the most signature cues of La Llorona, so it's one of the first ways that we introduce her to these different characters. And, her story and the legend is very tragic. She is a mother who murdered her children and is basically cursed to walk the earth for all eternity. Intentionally, it was designed to be, disarming and have this kind of element of sadness to it. And I thought that was really interesting in just, disarming the audience. And then with that head turn, I wanted to give it a little twist into a moment of menace. And even as she approaches him, what she's saying is, very warm and nurturing, and it has, this motherly quality to it, but it also has this dark menace. And I thought that was a really fun way to build the tension in the scene. With that jump scare, I think that what works with a good jump scare is a little bit of sleight of hand. I think that there is always an element of magic to it where you build an expectation that it's going to come from one direction and then you turn it on its head and bring it from another. In the car is Chris's sister, Sam. And Sam is played by Janie Lynn Kinchin. And the two kids, I think, are just great in this film. I think that they bring so much charm and life to it. It's always fun to see them on screen. There isn't much going on in the scene. It is really the imagination of the menace outside and what could potentially, descend on them. The windows rolling down, that was all in camera, that was all rigged to roll down. There wasn't any visual effects in that. And one of the ideas I loved is, a car at night, if you're inside it, it's oftentimes a house of mirrors. And so to get that, we actually coated the inside of the windows with this reflective film to make those reflections pop a little bit more. I think that, really what makes you connect to the scene is Roman's great performance. It's a very simple scene, and it just captures the imagination. And, I think that's what really good scary movies do. And what makes fear oftentimes so powerful is just what you imagine.